Hello and welcome to the Change Gang podcast with me, your host, Laura Ordile. I'm here to help you hold on to your sanity and your soul as you move through big change. I'm here to guide you from frustration to flow in your life, bridging the practical and the woo, just for you. Let's go. Welcome to the week, Change Gang. We're starting March. I love March, and one of the reasons is because of St. Patrick's Day, and not necessarily for the St. Patrick's Day itself, but for all the fun celebration that I associate with St. Patrick's Day, and for the four-leaf clovers and the lucky things, and for some reason I just associate March with abundance, because in a lot of places it's the start of spring, and that always signifies abundance to me. All the fresh new things popping up into the world, all the babies are starting to be born in our area, all the cow babies and the sheep babies and all of those things. With my mind in that place, I am doing a fun thing. And if you have not joined already, you are welcome to come join the Change Gang Mind Masters weekly hypnosis sessions. So I'm putting those out there, and it's an amazing thing. Every Sunday morning, I come in and I do a group hypnosis session. It's based around whatever that month we're working on. And I don't know if that'll change. Maybe that'll change as we go forward, and it'll be a little more individual for each week. But right now, we just did relationships of all kinds in February. And in March, we are doing abundance, and especially wealth and financial abundance, because I love it. I love doing hypnosis. I love the group part of it, because when you have that group energy, it just adds to everything. And then, so you come to the live and you get to have a chat, and we chat about what we're going to do. And then I do the hypnosis, and you get a recording of that hypnosis every week right after it's done. And so it's amazing and fun and wonderful. And I did it on abundance this month, like I said, because I associate March with this beautiful abundance that we have in our world. If you would like to experience that, you will find some information in the show notes, or you can just reach out to me and say, yes, I'm interested in knowing more about those sessions. And I try to keep them 30 minutes or so. I think I had one that might have been 45 minutes on the hypnosis side, or 40 minutes, but they're really close to that. Just so that you have something that will take the time to allow you to do for yourself, but also won't make you stressed by taking that time. Because I know it can be hard every now and then to actually take the time away, whether it's 30 minutes or even 5 minutes. Sometimes I know can be hard for people to take and do for yourself. But this is an amazing way to get in and start to change things at a very, very, very deep level. And yes, I'm still doing personal one-to-one work right now, but I love doing these group hypnosises. And I have a lot of people that are doing both. I'm working with them personally and taking care of the things that they need specifically for them, whether that's clearing trauma or dealing with a habit that they want to get rid of, whatever the situation is. We're dealing with that, and then they come in and get to do this too and be a part of that group hypnosis, whether they're coming in live or listening to the recording. They get that additional boost in there. And I love that. I think that's really incredible. I would hope that if you're interested in it, you would come and chat with me about it. But I just wanted to put that out there today and let you know about it. And I've talked a lot about the difference in group hypnosis and individual hypnosis. And I think, but I'm not sure, maybe I've talked about recordings versus live. But I'll go ahead and chat about that for just a moment. Because a lot of that, people will say, well, is it as good, in a recording? And I have to say, I love recordings. They have a beautiful place in the change process. Personally, I think if you're going in and doing some of that deep change that you need to do, and it needs to be personalized with something like a trauma or PTSD or CPTSD or a chronic condition that you're dealing with, I think that should definitely be live. That's my opinion. Because I think that when you're working with someone, I'm able to ask questions, they're able to ask questions, and we're able to have a discussion about what they want and need and how they feel about certain things. And then I can go in and really pinpoint and personalize those sessions for them. And then there is the group hypnosis. And one of the things that I love about the group hypnosis is the energy of the intention behind it for the change that the group wants. And for those of you that don't know, for several years, I actually did a free group on Sunday mornings that was based around Lynn McTaggart's Power of 8 intention work. I always thought that was really incredible and powerful. And again, group energy. So when you bring that into the incredibly deep work of hypnosis, I think it's a bit magical. I think hypnosis is magical all the way around. If you hear me talk about it, you'll know that I absolutely think it's magical. They each have their own place in the work that I do with people. So if I'm working with someone one-to-one, it's very much oriented around the specific needs of that person. And with the energy work, it boosts with the intention of everyone, because it's not only the intention for themselves that they come in with, but the intention for the same change and the power that's there to work for everyone else that's in that session. And I think that's amazing and wonderful. I just think that it can't be beat. Neither one. I don't know whether someday I'll give up. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I can give up individual work, because I think it's incredibly important. I know someone who did, and she does amazing work, and she makes an incredible living, and she does a lot of change with so many people, and it's so wonderful to watch, because for a long time I have wanted to do this group work, and finally I get to do it. And I am hearing great things back from the people that are listening live and to the recording. So I was going to talk about that too. So the thing between live and recordings is, of course, what I just talked about. That if it's live and it's with a group, you have the energy and the intention that's there. Now that intention, though, is the key part right there. Because if you're not on the call live and it doesn't work for you to be there at that time, can the change still work for you with that recording? Yes. Yes, it can. Because the intention goes with that. And intention is outside of time and all that wonderful, interesting thing on that time is irrelevant in how that works. You can have an incredible change experience with the recordings, with the live, and of course with both. I absolutely encourage everyone to listen to the recordings, even if they've come to the live group, because it continues to anchor in and make that new pathway that we're creating more and more available to your mind. Because if you think about actually a path, when you go out and you walk, if I go out and walk in my yard in the back, there's very few paths on it. It's pretty wild. And so, but if I want a path, I have to build that path and continue to walk on it so that it puts it in place. And that's what happens with hypnosis with the mind. It kind of fills over and clears the old way, just like when a path gets overgrown, because nobody's using it, nobody's walking on it. That's what happens with those old patterns in your mind. Everything kind of fills in, and then you have that new pathway available for your mind to take, and that's where it goes. And that's what it uses. That's why it's so important to continue. I listen to hypnosis pretty regularly because I want some of those things to be a nice, well-formed path in my mind to go that direction. We're going that direction. That's how I want things to be handled from this point forward. And I want to fill in and clear out all of those old ways of doing things. Let my brain have the little matter grow back over it so that there's no way that my little bus driver of my subconscious is going to go drive down that path anymore. It's going to take the new one it's being presented. So that is why the live works, the recordings work, the group works, and the individual works with hypnosis. That's why all of those work in such wonderful ways. And the subconscious goes to the depth, the level that is everything. Right? You're not going to get to the depth of change pretty much with anything else. I'm sure there might be other people out there that think, well, this worked and this worked and this worked. Maybe it does. I have not seen anything that works as well or as deep in the reset process as hypnosis does. And I've seen a lot of things. Now, that doesn't mean I've seen everything. That doesn't mean that something doesn't work for you in a wonderful way. And if it does, yay, that's exciting. I'm happy for you. But I do see a lot of people that have tried a lot of different things, and it still doesn't quite get the change anchored in. And that's why the work that I do with NLP and hypnosis, and NLP I consider a part of my hypnosis because I use a fair amount of it in there. I do work just with NLP, but it's usually almost always combined with hypnosis just because I like to make sure that we've got that path in the right place, going where you want it to go for you. So I hope that answers a few questions about some of the things, and I hope you consider that an invitation to come and join me. If you didn't, here's the actual specific invitation. Come and be a part of those weekly group hypnosis sessions. Come be a part of them. They're very, very, very inexpensive. And for the month of March, they're going to be at a discounted rate. It will go up in April. So if you hear this in March and you want to come be a part of it, then come be a part of it and take advantage of that discount. I would love to have you there. And if not, if it doesn't work until April, then come on in. And by the way, the rate that you join at is the rate that you stay at. So if you come in, it's not just for the period of March. It's for the duration, however long you stay in. However many months, it'll be at that lower rate. All right? Okay. Well, there you go. I'm super excited to send that invite out to you. As I said, go in the show notes. You can find a link there, or absolutely just come and have a conversation with me. And if you'd like to do some individual work, you will find a link in the show notes to set up a 20-minute conversation with me to come and see if the work that I do can help you. And sometimes my answer is no, I'm not the right person, or I think that you need to do this or that, or go to another version of a hypnotist. And I will definitely tell you that. I don't, and I can't say yes to everyone, but I do try to say yes to the people that I think I can really make a difference for. So if you think that you might connect with me and want to make that difference in your life, come chat with me. And in the meantime, I hope you head into the week and have a wonderful one, and I hope that you meet me right here, same time, next week. Ciao. I hope today's episode was interesting to you in some way and fun. If so, hey, find someone to share it with. Maybe they need to hear it too, or maybe they'll just enjoy it. If you'd like, go ahead and grab my tips on supercharging your success. It includes a free short meditation to do just that. You can find that at bit.ly/supercharge your success. Until next time, happy day.